Bonjour tout le monde, hello everybody, bienvenue, welcome to French with Mr. Innes. Aujourd'hui, on apprend une fête française. Today we're learning all about a French holiday which is happening this week. Et ce n'est pas Halloween. Stay tuned to find out more. Donc aujourd'hui, so today we are learning all about La Toussaint. La Toussaint, which is All Saints' Day in English, a very special French holiday. And a special bienvenue if you are new to these French with Mr. Innes videos. This channel is all about helping beginners to learn lots about French language and French culture. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel below, and even if you've done so, please click the all notifications button and make some comments letting me know what you think about the video. Now, if you watched last week's video, French Halloween, you might remember that the French are not so keen on celebrating Halloween. That's because many French people consider Halloween like a bit of an American import. It's a bit trashy, it's a little bit dark, it's not a very French way to commemorate the dead. In fact, many French people view Halloween as a little bit of a threat to their own identity. So the French generally prefer a more personal, sombre, hopeful, Catholic or Christian perspective on death. So whilst France is quite a secular country, the Catholic Church still has quite a big impact on France's version of laïcité or secularism. You can see that in certain public holidays in France, such as the Epiphany or the Ascension or All Saints' Day. And so today we're going to be learning a little bit more about La Toussaint and how that's a really important way for French people to remember their loved ones who've died in our fun French fact of the day. La Toussaint is a French public holiday on le 1er Novembre, just one day after Halloween, to commemorate the lives of lost relatives. It originated in the year 610, when Pope Boniface IV declared that le 13 Mai would be a day to commemorate Christian martyrs. But in 835, Pope Gregory IV declared that le 1er Novembre, which was the day that the Celts used for their new year, also known as Samhain, that would then become La Toussaint. So let's learn a little bit of key vocabulary with some funny voices and some games in our Ooh La La vocab. French with Mr. Innes made the papers. Ooh La La. Notre premier, our first Ooh La La vocab, is holidays. And that's because students typically have a 2 semaines, 2-week holiday over La Toussaint. That's partly because historically, kids have had the time off to help out their family with the potato harvest. So to learn how to say the word holidays in French, écoutez 6 fois, listen 6 times. Les vacances. Les vacances. Les vacances. Les vacances. Les vacances. Les vacances. Répétez. Les vacances. Les vacances. Les vacances. Les vacances. Les vacances. Les vacances. With the kids on holiday, La Toussaint is a really important time for extended families to get together and remember their loved ones. So perhaps unlike Halloween, La Toussaint is a really important time for family to get together. Family in French is, écoutez 6 fois, la famille. La famille. La famille. La famille. La famille. La famille. Répétez. La famille. La famille. La famille. La famille. La famille. La famille. All across France, families will then visit their loved ones' graves on La Toussaint, meaning that cemeteries are full with lots of people and flowers. Now, this particular cemetery is in Montmartre, the very pretty hill in Paris, famous for the artists, Moulin Rouge, and le Sacré-Cœur. Écoutez, listen to how you say cemetery in French. Le cimetière. Le cimetière. Le cimetière. le cimetière, le cimetière, le cimetière. Répétez, le cimetière, le cimetière, le cimetière, le cimetière, le cimetière, le cimetière. On La Toussaint, cemeteries in France actually become really beautiful and hopeful because they're filled with lots of flowers. Families will visit the cemeteries and lay down lots of heather or chrysanthemums. So this is how you say flowers in French. Les fleurs, les fleurs, les fleurs, les fleurs, les fleurs, les fleurs. Répétez, les fleurs. Les fleurs. Les fleurs. Les fleurs. Les fleurs. Les fleurs. Quick little aside, if you're familiar with your Harry Potter characters, well, fleurs de la cour literally means flower from the courtyard. Finalement, finally, it's quite common for families to go to Mass on le 2 Novembre, the day after La Toussaint, and to light candles to remember their loved ones. So this is how you say candles in French. It's quite a fun word. Les bougies. Les bougies. Les bougies. Les bougies. Les bougies. Les bougies. Répétez, les bougies. Les bougies. Les bougies. Les bougies. Les bougies. Les bougies. So with our 5 ooh la la vocab, it's time to play Which One's Missing? First up, we have les vacances, la famille, le cimetière et les fleurs. Which one's missing? Bravo if you said la famille. Next up, we have les vacances, les bougies, le cimetière et les fleurs. Which one's missing? Fantastic if you said le cimetière. Next up, we have les vacances, les bougies, la famille et les fleurs. Which one's missing? Merveilleuse if you said les fleurs. Next up, and you are on your own. Which one's missing? Merveilleuse if you said les vacances. Next up. Which one's missing? Bravo if you said les bougies. And the last one. Which one's missing? Bravo, très bien, fantastique et merveilleuse if you said les fleurs. Now to help us use those 5 ooh la la vocab in a sentence, we're going to do our phrase of the day. We're going to do two phrases of the day, both of which are really quite useful and also a little bit famous. First up, this is how you say here is or here are in French. Écoutez, voici. 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 Répétez, voici. 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 Très bien. And now this is how you say there is or there are. Écoutez. Voilà. 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 Répétez, voilà. 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 Bravo! So now let's move on to our sensational sentences. For our sensational sentences, we're going to combine un des deux phrases of the day with un des 5 ooh la la vocab. And I'm going to help you with the first de. So first, how would you say, here are the holidays? Répétez, voici les vacances. Voici les vacances. Fantastique. Next, how would you say, there is the family? Répétez, voilà la famille. Voilà la famille. Très bien. Try the next trois by yourself. How would you say, here is the cemetery? Magnifique if you said, voici le cimetière. How would you say, there are the flowers? Bravo if you said, voilà les fleurs. Lastly, how would you say, here are the candles? Merveilleuse if you said, voici les bougies. And let's finish up today with our Song of the Day. Today's Song of the Day is by the singer Clara Luciani, and it's called Les Fleurs, which of course we know means the flowers. This is a beautiful song all about how flowers can be a symbol of beauty and rest when life is hard going. So whilst it's quite an upbeat rocky song, it couldn't be more poignant during La Toussaint. And you can find a link to the song in the description below. So that's it from this special French with Mr. Innes video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel below, make sure you click that all notifications button, and feel free to post any questions or comments down below. But in the meantime, à bientôt et au revoir! And a special bienvenue, welcome this channel. And a special bienvenue, welcome to Catholicism still has quite a to celebrate, no, to commemorate the lives of loved. No, to commemorate the lives. Subscribe to my channel below, and if you finalement, now finally, you might know that. No, finalement, finally.